Hello and welcome back again. In the last video, I explained to you about our horse stance and the correct posture, and we did our Taiji Ball spirals to the back. So if you missed that video, then please go back where I explained the horse stance and how to do the spiraling with the palms going to the back. This time we're going to change the direction. So starting from our good foundation, our horse stance, remember that tailbone, slightly tucked, supporting your lower back, pulling up your hu yin, relaxing the shoulders, opening your heart, and just straightening out your neck. Top of your head lifted like a string. So we start with holding our imaginary tray of tea, and this time we're going to go forward. So I'm keeping my hips square, but I'm going to take my palms slightly to the diagonal. I'll start with my left, you can start with your right. So taking it across to your left, but keeping your hips square. And then you're going to go forward like you're opening, forward to the side. And then you're going to come up, keeping your palm up. And you're going to do like a side stretch, but you keep spiraling forward, tucking your tailbone so you're supporting your lower back, keeping the palm up. You go all the way to the back. And then you bring your fingertips towards you, keeping your palm up and back to center. Other hand, go diagonally across, keeping your hips square, and then you come to the side, back, over your head, and round. And remember to make sure you use the whole space so you're not cutting corners. And like I said in the last video, the trick is to keep your palm up. It's a bit counterintuitive at first, but eventually you'll train your body. Keep the palm up. And we're really spiraling from the center. In the beginning, it'll be very mechanical. You're probably going to be focusing on your palms. But we really want to eventually move more from our center. And remember, when we take the arm back, we want to make sure that we're not compressing the lower spine, so you're not crunching down. So you want to keep a lift up and then back. So you bring your tailbone under, and you lift up and back. And you want to make sure you don't just throw your head back either. You maybe keep your chin a little bit tucked in, or so you've got a little bit of length in the back of the neck. And when I'll show you from the side. I go forward and round, and I'm moving from my center. And then when I come to the side, I slightly hollow the belly. And I do that by slightly bending my knees, bringing the tailbone a little bit under, curling a little bit under. So I'm creating space. So I'm connecting with my belly. So this is the difference. When we start to move from our center, it's a very different experience than just only moving the arm. In the beginning, you're going to need to focus on your arm, but eventually you can start to get that movement from the center. So it's like the arm really is an extension of your belly, and you're just moving in, expanding, spiraling, and then drawing the energy back in. It's like we're really wringing our spine and drawing the chi into the spine. The founder of Jinin Qigong, Dr. Pang, he said that Taiji Ball was a really great way to get the chi into the spine and to keep the chi there, like for it to stay there long term. So again, finding our horse stance, and let's start with your right hand, forward, back, around, spiraling, and back to center, forward, around. So your lower dantian is like, you're like spiraling around like a ball, and back to center. Moving out through your lower dantian, expanding. You can look up a bit as your arm comes up. Look up if you like. Hollow. So nice and fluid and soft. Be like water. I see the common mistake with this movement is that people are too rigid, and then it becomes very uncomfortable. In the beginning it might feel a bit mechanical and robotic, but eventually you really want to think of like the yin and the yang, like the fish. It's very fluid, and we're transforming the energy. We're gathering and transforming the yin and the yang. So in Qigong and in life, we start to learn this yin-yang principle, that we start to transform energy rather than just hit like a brick wall or conflict and start fighting the barrier. We need to learn how to keep moving, shifting, transforming the energy, the light and the dark. Remember, the dark is not always a bad thing. The yin is like the dark quality. Think of the womb. It's dark, it's hidden, or under the ground can be dark and hidden, the unknown, the unseen, but it's not necessarily bad. So it's just transforming. And the yang is like the sky, the open, expansive. But if we don't have the earth, then we can get burnt by the sun. And the sun represents like the heart. So we need that earth quality, the balance. We need earth, we need water, we need fire and air. So we're just harmonizing all those different qualities and the emotions too. So just going to do a single on each side. So you can I'll mirror you. So you put your left hand behind your back on your Mingmen like this, just like this, and holding your imaginary tray. Or if you want, you could hold something like a ball or a piece of fruit. And we're going to put one leg forward, one leg back. So put your right leg forward, left leg back. Your hips should be square. And we're going to go keeping the hips square, taking our hand diagonally across our body, and then opening out to the other diagonal. And then we're going to shift our weight back, bend the back leg, straighten the front leg, go over our head, and then we're going to shift our weight forward with our hand, front leg bent, back leg straight, and then we're going to shift back, back leg bent, front leg straight. So we're just shifting the weight forward and back. Like a seesaw with the hand. And remember to use all the directions, don't cut corners. And we're just rocking the legs forward and back. And again, when you lean back, just bring your tailbone forward a bit. Make sure you're not compressing your lower back. You're not crunching your lower back. And back to center. Let's change arms and legs. So your right leg back, left leg forward, change your hands. Make sure your hips are square. And remember, we're moving from our lower dantian. So we go first diagonally across the body to the opposite corner, keeping the hips square, opening out to the side, shift your weight back, back leg bent, front leg straight. Go behind your body, a little stretch back, but not crunching your lower back. And then shifting the weight and the arm forward and back. You can keep your chin a little bit tucked in so that your neck is in good alignment with your spine. And just rocking the weight forward and back, keeping the palm up. Slowly as you get your balance. Feet, hands connected. Spiraling with the chi. And back to center. Maybe your legs are burning, so just bring them together. Have a little shake. So as I said in my previous video, when we come back, we have to be careful not to over crunch the lower back. So you want to slightly tuck your pelvis. So you're supporting, bring your perineum up. And when you stretch back, it's a sort of up and back rather than just a completely crunching your lower back. So a slight stretch and back. And you can keep your chin a little bit tucked in a way that just keeps the neck into good alignment with the spine. So just becoming aware of your body. Where is your neck? Where is your lower back? And finding some length. So even when we go back, we want a little bit of length and then back. Okay. And of course, in the beginning, it will be quite mechanical. You have to get the shifting of the weight forward and back. And you need to find your center of balance between the forward and the back. And only go as far forward and as far back as feels centered and balanced. And over time, the movement will become more into your belly. In the beginning, it might be less, but eventually we want to find the movement in our belly. So we're a little bit like belly dancing, spiraling. It's very gentle and fluid. But in the beginning, it might be a little bit more robotic. That's fine. Let's change direction. So you go to your right leg, left leg back. Put your left arm behind your back, and we're going to change direction. So this time we're drawing the chi back to our center, turning our fingers inwards and back, keeping the palms up. Shift the weight back, bend the back leg, and then spiral forward, up over the head, shift the weight back, and round and forward and in. Just rocking back and forwards. Hands, feet are all connected with your lower dantian. Very relaxed. Spiraling. The rocking movement's very good for the legs, drawing in the earth chi. Very relaxed. Feeling the space in all directions. Life is a spiral. Life is not linear. So flowing with the spiral of life. Transforming the yin and the yang. Let's change to the other leg. Maybe you want to give yourself a shake. Make sure your hips are square. So bringing your left hand to the opposite corner, keeping the hips square. We're going to go backwards, forwards, and over. You can look at your palm, help you focus. Feeling your weight really rooting into the ground. You have earth and sky and space, and then draw your hands back to your center. Bring the feet together. Maybe you want to shake out your legs, they may be burning a little bit. Shake out your whole body. Relax the neck, the shoulders. Let the vibration go through your whole body and neck. And let's just take a stretch up and down. Stretch up, stretch down. You can look up and bend your knees as you come down. And we're just going to come down this time, bring our hands above on our thighs, above our knees. And then we're just going to come down like this, stretch out the back, and then roll up. Bring the hands up and then come down. Hands to your thighs. Stretch out the back, hinge at the hips, and then roll up. One more time. And back to center. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to do both hands together. So you can watch that when you're ready. If not, just keep focusing on the one hand forward and back, either just in the horse stance or by one leg forward, one leg back, and alternating arms. So keep practicing, see how you go. Any comments or suggestions for me, please put them in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Let's just scoop the chi back. We always just scoop the chi back at the end of the session, like this. Bring our hands to our navel. And give yourself an inner smile. Smile to your whole body, cells smiling. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.